Oh, it's a special button.
It is. Theoretically, this should be connecting to the stream, should be popping up, we should be going live, and they should be able to see a picture. They can in fact see a picture.
Yay!
Considering this is a live stream and not a premiere, I still feel obligated to start off with a solid hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today we are honored to not only bring you Quackalope's first ever live stream gameplay. We've been working all night, all day, all night
yeah.
on this. Watch this powerful ability.
So fancy.
No hands. Oh, wide shot as well.
Bougie.
And back here to us playing the game. Our goal is to make everything we do as watchable as possible. And so, yeah, we've been trying to get all this set up so we can actually play through and show off some stuff. I'm joined with Wes Todd.
Hello.
The Flamingo, and Mr. Travis Chance. You are one of the lead developers, the head developers?
Senior designers.
You basically own the company CMON. Is that accurate? No? Okay, inaccurate.
No.
Talk about what we actually have on hand here, because West and I are going in blind at the moment. You showed up this afternoon. We've had about 2 hours to get this onto the table in front of us. We've seen some stuff. We've read some things. But really, Wave 3 is an unknown to us.
Yeah, I mean, this is it, right? So it's everything that you already love about the game. So it's more characters, more villains, more locations, and then we've also got, new stuff that we're going to be showing off today.
Ooh, I like new stuff. Okay.
And some other new stuff that maybe we can talk about later.
What are some of the new stuff that we're gonna see down here on the table? This is the first thing that you want to start talking about?
Equipment, right?
So we have the introduction of equipment cards.
So equipment give you single-use items that you could potentially recharge using different things that are available to you, like different tokens. Some characters have apparently more equipment than other characters will have, but some equipment cards are going to be significantly more powerful than others.
What's funny about this is West is realizing that he's done videos where we don't have breaks or pauses. But it does feel different.
It does feel different when it's alive.
Especially
when we're brute forcing things through, it just makes
sense. When we're just really taking it by the helm.
Yeah, just using all of our dolphin powers to push things through. Perfect.
Oh, you have dolphin powers?
Well, no, I have feathered powers. The pink feathered powers.
Fowers.
Yeah. That's what we call them, with their feathered powers.
I have no powers.
So we have...
Okay.
I can hear in the dark.
263 people watching. We are going to chat with you all for just a bit, walk you through what's going on here, and then we'll dive into the gameplay and we'll show things off. We've got a very handsome ostrich, Evan, who's going to be popping in. He's going to be responding to your comments. I think live streams, and one of the gems of live streams, is the interaction with the audience. That's one of our core goals here. So
the audience is saying your top cameras, you mirrored them vertically, so it's all backwards instead of rotating.
Oh.
So you have to go in and instead of...
what do you mean?
And you vertically flipped them instead of rotating 180 degrees. You see that?
How?
All the text is backwards.
Is it?
Yep.
Theoretically? I mean, my hands are... Okay, I see what you're saying.
I can try to figure it out.
I appreciate the insight. So we've got 3 different axes there. So if I click on this, we've got 180 there, 180 on the Y, and so there's an X, Y, and there's a X, Y, and Z axis. Which one is the one that should be flipped 180? Do you know?
Oh, it's definitely the X-axis.
That's the one that I did.
Yeah, so it's not that one.
Yeah, so Y or Z. So let's try this. So let's pop in here and switch this one back to 0. Switch this one to 180. Does that do it? No. So switch that one back to 0.
So that's
I think the problem is that it's flipping it
to
instead
180.
of rotating.
So that's the bottom.
That's what we want.
Yes, there you go.
For those of you that are just tuning in, we are experts at the live streaming.
So expert. Very, very good at it.
We are nearly the best that has ever existed as far as I'm concerned.
Definitely.
I have also never watched anyone else's live stream, so I have no context by which
I've been on them, but they're this is par for the course.
Best so
you
far?
know. Yeah.
Live streams are terrifying because things can go wrong at any time. It's a good thing we're hanging out, though, because now we have almost 400 people watching, and we're going to give a little bit more space for people to tune in. But the exciting news is the 100 people that have shown up since our mistake have no idea what we're referencing.
So good.
So what else can we talk about? What else can we showcase that's going on here? I believe we have a few characters that we're not going to be playing with.
We do.
Let's go ahead and show off some artwork and some. If you want to see some beautiful minis,
That is our Ironheart.
Someone's going to be grabbing stills of this. So we have a beautiful Ironheart who's going to be merging into here. Who else do we have?
We have Spider-Man 2099.
Ooh. Okay, so
The
Spider-Man.
coolest.
I love the posing, by the way.
He's the coolest.
I had someone send me a hand-painted Howard the Duck mini, and now all of my Marvel United desperately need to be painted.
So you only have one mini painted, and
I should be doing that. Sorry, humans.
And now we have.
Wait. They didn't see this.
Oh, sorry.
I've gotta give them the option to actually see stuff.
Totally fair.
There you are. There we are. Evan was coming around because he's like, they're starting to scream at me.
Now we have a very interesting one where, like
It's not
Deadpool.
changing, apparently.
Magneto,
What's not changing?
Mystique.
Yep.
They're seeing the front camera right now.
They're still seeing the front camera?
Yes.
No, our live stream here shows.
Oh, there you go. Now
Yeah.
it's switched.
Evan, it's got a delay.
I waited for the delay.
It's got a whole. Oh, that's because I didn't click the pedal.
Yeah.
That was my mistake. So who is this, Wes?
That is
Cosmic Ghost Rider.
that particular one's either Ghost Rider or Cosmic Ghost Rider.
In purple,
Well, he is Cosmic Ghost Rider. Yeah.
So he can be a villain or
which means he can be a villain or a
Right.
hero.
Which
Yeah.
is very cool.
Sweet.
And that's his villain version there.
Okay.
And then we have another villain.
Yeah, a little bit of a different art style there for that.
Immortus.
Immortus. Now, we're not playing against Immortus today.
No way, dude.
We are playing against a very green
Maestro. No, Maestro. Maestro. We looked it up
Yeah, I know we
phonetically,
did.
right?
Yeah, we did.
And then Emperor Doom.
Which is the cool.
He was actually
He is
who
the
I
coolest.
wanted to play against, and you all were like, you can't handle him.
Well, the thing is if he's sitting down and he's scary, that's a bad sign.
Yeah, he's
right?
literally on his
Alright.
throne. so.
And for those of you that just want all the information possible, I'm gonna give the audience
Screenshots.
as much information as I can because I have no more than this. But we have Immortus here with his special setup and his scenario breakdown here. So anyone that wants to run some information through the stuff,
the old
Simon's
wiki.
sitting there being like, "No, Jesse, don't show it all. Not Emperor Doom. We didn't want them to know." And I'm like, "You made the mistake of giving me cards and pictures." I'm not going to sit here and read through all this though
That's
because
a lot of. There's
there's
some tokens
at
in
least 50 people that don't want to read through it, but then there's 12 people that specifically, they
Yeah.
desperately want to know what's happening with Cosmic Ghost Rider. So we're going to give them as much of that information as possible. Looks like he has a villainous plot.
He does have a
boom,
villainous
boom,
So
plot.
he's trying to accomplish something.
He's a tough one.
All right.
He's a scary boy.
We are doing very well. We've got a lot of viewers.
No, we're
Should we-
allowed to play one of these 4 characters, so we haven't shown you those yet, and you guys have to tell us which one we have to play.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and start doing that. Let's set
Yeah.
up what characters we have. Oh, I need to remember to click on buttons. Let's set up what characters we have,
So-
and people can vote on whether they want West, myself, or Travis to run this game with these characters.
Yeah, so we have our Captain Carter,
Okay.
we have Mighty Thor, we have
Shuri Black.
Shuri Black Panther, excuse
By
me.
the way, the newest Black Panther, freaking amazing.
and we have Loki.
So, start leaving a comment. Evan will keep an eye on those comments. And let us know who should play who. And we'll go ahead and get started with this. We'll go ahead and get started with this gameplay.
For the record, all
Are you
of them
reaching
have,
towards Loki already?
all of them have equipment cards, so you will be able to see, no matter which ones you choose, equipment cards in action.
Well, let's be Shuri.
Has
Because
two.
she's so
Has
technologically advanced, has
Yeah.
2. So
That's
if you
true.
really want to see equipment, you're really
Because one of them,
That's true.
quite literally doubling down.
one of
Yeah.
them will not be played with as well, because we're doing a 3-player gameplay. Now, as we set this
Mighty
up,
Thor. That's the one that shouldn't be played with.
as they start setting this up, West, let's talk about what Maestro does.
Yes. So Maestro, for the historical aspects of Marvel, is an older version of Hulk, who is extremely powerful and has a regenerative capability in himself. So anytime we
Look at the amount of starting tokens we get at the beginning of this.
4 starting,
That shows how desperate we might be.
yeah,
Yeah, and we're playing hard mode.
Yeah.
fantastic.
Okay. Are
So
we?
glad we're playing.
Yeah,
hard.
yeah, you got to play hard mode when you have equipment.
Okay,
So
great.
good. So
Didn't
glad
know
we're
that
doing that.
beforehand.
But yeah, so anytime that he does a ton of damage, so it's like anytime he hits a BAM, it's 3 points of damage to anyone in that area. Just that's pretty rough. And every time we get KO'd, he gets extra health. So
Cool.
that is pretty nasty. And then when we are actually able to start messing with him, we put this token out on the board, and he has to be in the same space as him. Otherwise, he has basically a shield of 2 points of damage, which is disgusting.
This token is hardcore prototype, by the way.
Yeah.
There's a Senator Kelly token underneath that token.
Yeah. So, we're still
everything else is
it's
looking
stickers. Everything else is looking
killer.
very shiny.
It's very shiny.
All right. Do we have a ruling, Evan? What are people saying we should play?
Everybody spammed as soon as you said asking for input, everybody spammed that Wes should play Loki. So
Okay.
that was the
I love
overwhelming.
it. I love it. Thank you all, chat. You're fantastic.
Wes, grab
I love every
Loki.
last one of you.
Grab Loki. Any comments? Any
You're the
votes for
best.
Travis or I?
Yeah, watch.
Not specifically. People are saying they
Just
definitely want to
invested.
see Shuri because of the equipments.
Okay. You want me to take Shuri?
Yeah.
All right. I'm happy to.
Right.
Like I
Captain
said,
Carter or Mighty Thor. What do they say, Evan?
They were more excited for Carter.
more excited for Carter. Sweet.
Carter it is.
And at the end of the video, just so you know, as we dive into the
got your
gameplay,
way.
I know, it's so good.
as we dive into the gameplay, we're actually going to focus on the gameplay. We're going to hang out. We're going to chat. Evan's going to be taking notes on some of your questions throughout it. We will have very few answers, but at the very end of this, we'll have him pop back in and answer some of your questions. Evan, make a note of who's asking the questions too, so we can let them know that we are paying attention. And I believe Simon, I believe Shira, hi Shira, I believe Evan are all going to be in the chat. So if you're in the chat, we will have people hanging out and responding with you as well. That being said, West, do you want to teach Travis how to play this game?
Let's teach everyone how to play.
Let's set up the
Absolutely.
general overview.
So basically, the way that this game works is everybody starts off with a hand of 3 cards, and then oh, thank you. We're going to start the game by the villain having a turn. So the villain will flip over a master plan, and then we will do whatever that says, and then we start the game from there. And then each of us will have a hand of 3 cards. During your turn, you'll draw a card, then you'll play a card, and then you're going to play off of someone else's card. So if there's no card currently out and available for you, then you just get what this first card says. The next player, however, will get to pair this power along with these powers, and then everyone after that will always have the ability to do those 2 extra moves, or 1 extra move depending upon whether or not you have a good card to start with. And then our goal is going to be to save these civilians here and to dispatch thugs throughout the board. Once we have rescued X amount of civilians, then that opens up the ability for us to do a little bit more to our... wow. I can't touch things, my fingers are too fat. But anyway, once we do this, then we'll start pulling these things off. So we'll start unlocking these different areas as they go. We can clear 4 threats, will allow us to unlock one of these cards. Rescue civilians will allow us to unlock cards, and defeat thugs will allow us to unlock cards. Once we have 2 of these cards unlocked, then we have the ability to actually start damaging Maestro.
Maestro.
It's
like MySpace.
like MySpace. Maestro.
He basically
It's
is as powerful as MySpace.
but
It's
it's
such a
like-
gross joke.
It is only people.
Do people
from,
remember MySpace?
I'm 44, so I'm living in a completely different timeline.
So I was the
I'm
generation.
43 for the record.
Oh, so you remember MySpace?
I do remember.
I
had
was
a
the
MySpace
generation
page.
that I remember dial-up, and I remember our school switching during the 5th grade from cursive to typing.
Wow.
I was that generation.
Wow.
So
Cursive. Don't use that a lot.
I
in
use
real
cursive.
life.
I use cursive now.
You do?
All the time.
I like
Period.
the band cursive, but I'm not really into...
That's all I write. I cannot read it after I'm done.
Yeah.
But I do use cursive.
Doctor handwriting.
So yeah, this is a massive cooperative game. A lot of you are already familiar with this, so honestly, I think we should just start diving in.
Yes.
What do you say? Who's taking West? Do you want to take the first play? And should we go over the gear that we actually have from each one of our characters?
Sure.
So let's go ahead and do that. So
You
starting
have your
here.
mini, Jesse.
Fine. Starting here with Shuri, I have a Spear of Beshenga. Use on your turn, defeat 1 thug in your area or an adjacent location, then turn this face down. When this flips face down, I then can spend 1 of my little star, my special action tokens, in order to turn it back face up. I also have a Hard Light Shield. Use on a villain, on a villain's turn. Oh, this is unique. Ignore 1 damage dealt to any hero in your location, then turn this face down. So I've got a little bit more defense. And recharge when you are KO'd, turn this face up. Now, one thing that I know for a fact that we need to go ahead and double check, West, is we need to take a look for our double wild card.
I was going to say, that was the thing that I was trying to discreetly look at.
In this game, if you are playing with abilities, your lovely double wild card is going to be taken out of your deck. Now, anyone who's not playing with abilities or doesn't have abilities, they'll be able to keep their double wild. That's kind of like their superpowered action. I am still split as to whether or not I prefer a double wild, which is just insane. Like, it's a lot of action.
It is.
It's boring, but insane.
Yeah.
To having some cool abilities that are more conditional.
Well, but remember, you have these abilities. You're not beholden to the cards you draw with the equipment. You've got it on tap. Right?
I understand.
Which is nice.
I hear what you're saying.
Nice.
We'll see. We'll see throughout this gameplay if I like having. I do like the thematics of having these gear cards down. So, shall we start? Wes, do you wanna lead off? The villain doesn't lead off, does he? He doesn't. He's not gonna. Come on.
Villain starts.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Positive? He has to?
I mean, the mat literally says start with villain turn.
I'd prefer
and
not,
then when you
though.
read the rule book, it also says start with villain turn.
Oh, right.
But I mean, Travis is here. We can do whatever we want.
Travis, are you open to re-scripting the rules now?
No.
Wow.
Okay. Seems very not fair of you, Travis. Just saying.
Sorry.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what the villain is doing.
Ruling dystopia. Accelerate the next villain turn by 1 card. All right, so he's going to drop thugs in his current location and the adjacent locations, and he's bam.
So some thug tokens. Travis, I'll let you put these out. And is he drawing? Accelerate the next. So he's going after 2 people.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Which then messes up the whole line of the board. I don't like that. I think we should start with a different card.
And what is his BAM ability here?
His BAM ability is deals 3 damage to 1 hero in any locations with a BAM.
In Maestro's location, right?
I believe that.
Bam, 3 damage to 1 hero in Maestro's location.
Yeah, in his location.
Maestro's location. Yep.
So he's got to move first, though, right?
Yes, he moves 4.
Are we still on, Evan?
Yep.
Oh, so he should have. He should have dropped the
We
tokens.
just had a couple people asking if, now that the camera is not mirrored anymore, if you could show the weapon cards again.
Show the weapon. Well, we showed most of them.
Okay.
Yeah, we just showed most of them. Let's grab Agent.
I don't have weapon cards for them.
There should be 1 weapon card for the player that we're not using.
Oh, Captain
Mjolnir.
Carter.
Yep. Let's go ahead and show Captain Carter's.
Flip it. We got on the recharge side.
Nope, recharge side. And then there's the main side. And for the people that want to see this information, I don't quite remember if this was in or not, but let's go ahead. Why is Shira calling us in the middle of the stream?
Because she's excited.
I understand, but I know she's watching.
Are we talking about our...
There we are. We've already went over those.
We didn't technically say what they did, though. I'm just saying.
She's asking if the villain is in his correct starting spot.
Is the villain in his correct starting
you
spot?
pick a spot.
You pick a spot and then
it's
you're just
cross.
opposite. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, in this map, would be there.
We started here.
So technically we should have been here.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good call, Shira.
Good call, Shira.
Wow.
The playmat does make it a little...
This is from the X-Men
Right?
campaign.
Oh, yeah. And so, wait. 1, 2...
Yeah. So instead of a straight circle, this is one that allows us to have everything flush. But this looks across
Visually.
but it's
visually
not.
across.
But isn't
not
it cool
across.
looking?
I like
It
this
is very
playmat more.
cool.
This
Yeah,
is the
this
playmat we
playmat's
always
awesome.
use. Okay, where were we? What were we doing?
Where now we have to accelerate the villain turn by 1 card.
Yep.
Prefer not.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it goes in the. Does it go in the start
The start.
location?
Which is there.
Okay. Wes Todd, are you now going?
Sure. So I draw my card. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Oh, this will be very exciting.
How exciting!
Very, very exciting for us.
We're gonna lose so bad on camera.
So
And the
very
worst
bad
part is we
on
can't
camera.
He's just
like-
gonna play. He's gonna play move. This is first.
We can't even
definitely not.
reevaluate and decide if we want to like own up to how badly we got defeated.
Yeah,
You know.
it's gonna be very bad.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and save and beat up on, unless you want me to beat up on the the Dog of War. I don't know.
Totally your call.
I'd rather not. I'm just gonna save.
Wait, do we get banned by these guys too?
With the BAM ability,
With the individual.
I believe BAM happens and
in
all BAM happens.
locations, which is what I said originally, but everybody was like, no, only Maestro's location, because technically that's
no, so this,
on
but then
Maestro's location.
the henchmen or whatever.
I see what you're saying, Wes.
So we get bammed by
Literally
that
every location on the table has
one.
a BAM location.
too. Watch this. Look what. So West.
You're gonna block it.
Yeah, why not? It's a card, right?
Yeah.
It's true.
So you're blocking
It's true.
it using your card.
Yeah, I'm gonna block it using my card as well. That seems
Deal
reasonable.
1 damage
I don't
to
have-
one hero in this location, so we're fine. I'll just block the one.
Oh,
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
this is-
Excellent.
We're all right.
So good. That was fantastic. What a great option.
I'm already stressed.
So I have saved someone, and I've also hit someone, which I feel is very thematic for Loki to both hurt and heal at the same time.
Except the difference is he actually punched a civilian and saved a villain.
Yeah.
But
I
they're-
mean, we don't have to talk about which one was which.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
he mirrored
not
them.
necessary.
Defeat and rescue are synonyms in the lexicon of Loki.
It is what it is, you know.
We have a
Let's-
comment from Francisco saying you might have forgotten to bam the minions.
We did.
We just did.
that.
We just
did that.
banned the
Yeah.
minions.
Oh, you got it.
Get on board, Evan.
Sorry.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I'm
The
on
shield.
delay.
The shield. No, it's okay. The shield blocked the. I used the equipment, my equipment card, to block the 1 damage coming in from the Dogs of War minion.
Okay.
I love that Evan is 100% doing what he is supposed to be doing.
Yep.
But it's like we're catching it just beforehand.
Yeah.
Slow Mobius.
Yeah.
All right. So hopefully I did something helpful for you guys in
Not really.
a non-Loki way.
You've really helped me out, Wes.
Good.
Sadly, I'm
I'm
not
glad.
after you. So
You're not. It's not going this way.
is it?
Isn't that?
Is that the right way?
That's usually the way
That's a
clockwise.
clock.
that is
That's how a
clockwise.
clock works.
Yeah.
Well, I was joking about you helping me out. I have no idea if you've helped me out or
But
not.
did you draw an extra card? Because if you only have 3 in your hands, then you didn't do your job yet.
Whoa.
I haven't. I don't even like that extra card though. I already have the card I want to play. I'm gonna go pretty simple.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick down a basic wild
Excellent.
because that'll give Travis some opportunity. I am going to punch who is this guy? Dogs of War.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch the Dogs of War twice,
Okay.
Pow pow.
Pow pow.
and I still have a movement left. The
You-
problem is
you have a star left, right?
Yeah.
No, I have a star left.
Yeah.
The problem is there's nothing I can use that star for. So let me punch him once, and then I'm going to use my wild for a movement,
Okay.
and I'm going to shift down here to this location,
To rescue.
To the.
and I'm going to go ahead and use that star to do a rescue action. So let's go ahead and place those down.
Beautiful.
You need the one punch doesn't go anywhere, sadly, and that seems like a immaculate turn.
It's a very
probably-
strong
that's
turn.
the very- yeah.
strong
So
turn.
now the villain goes, right? Because we've accelerated.
Fortunately so, which is very not good.
Okay, let's take a look at what he's doing.
Move clockwise to the next location with the hero with the least cards in hand. I have 3.
I have 3.
We all should have 3.
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah. Hey.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Wait.
And then
I don't.
And then bam.
bam.
So that will be 3 damage to you.
which is
What?
less good. So hopefully you can block at least one of that. Otherwise, you're getting knocked out, and he's gaining a health.
What do you mean 3 damage to me?
That's 3 damage to you with
Bam,
the bam.
and you're getting hit. We're all getting
Yeah, we're all
hit.
taking
What
one.
is this game?
So technically 4 damage to you.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
I can block one of them with my shield.
but should you? Because if you're gonna die anyway.
My shield recharges when I die.
Okay, perfect.
Am I getting knocked out right
You are
now?
really getting knocked
Yeah.
out right now.
Welcome
I
to
mean,
hard mode.
it makes sense considering who he is.
Yeah, he's really nasty.
It's all these MySpace jokes are
Just
really
a
coming back on.
Just a perfect slap across the face. All right, Wes, so what happens when I get knocked out? Let's
So
walk.
you're getting knocked out, which will, in theory, we don't have a way to turn your character.
This does
completely
not
over.
happen often.
Maestro
me.
Goodbye
gains,
cards.
he gains 1 health, which is awesome. So,
Wait, you put that on the Dogs of War, did you?
oh, I did. Yep. Sorry. There we go.
Close enough.
Close enough. These things.
He loses a card per damage.
Yep. So
Yeah,
all
sorry,
of his
all
cards
3
should go
cards.
underneath the deck.
Well, if you
under-
use that, he's
But I got hit 4
He got hit
times.
for 4.
got it.
Yeah.
But you're blocking 1, right? And you only have 3 cards.
Yeah, so all 3 cards are going under my deck.
Death.
Boom.
Yep.
And then paired with that, my shield is going to recharge on my next turn because I'm going to pop back up. And he gains a health.
Yeah.
So he's just getting bigger and badder as we keep getting knocked out by him.
Yep.
Is that why he starts with like 5 health only?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay, and then you and I have a damage that we have to reconcile.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine to lose
All
a
of-
card, although I did use my shield.
I can lose a card if you really, really want me to.
How about if you lose a card, I'll
Okay.
recharge my shield to protect us the next time.
Sounds like a plan.
And go ahead and get him placed down in that timeline.
And we also
there.
are forgetting that we could use these things on our turn.
Well, did we put these up?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we
the
haven't put
minions.
those in yet.
So 1, 2, 3. So I realize that we have our special tokens. In my mind, I was kind of thinking they would be more useful when the world is going bad. It turns out before I got to turn 2, the world started going bad.
The world is a bad.
Yeah.
So you're right. We should have just spent them all immediately and proceeded to cry.
So here's a question for
Uh-huh.
you in theory, because this says when a hero is KO'd, he doesn't activate his BAM. So does that mean the rest of us didn't have to take a damage because he's not activating the BAM because he killed him?
no, he activates a BAM from that,
Right.
and that is what KO'd me. So
Right.
all those
So we're
BAMs
not
happen.
hitting a BAM again.
What happens
Okay.
sometimes with some characters is when they KO someone, they reactivate a
continuous
BAM.
BAM.
In
Yes.
his case, that would just result in killing everyone
Death.
multiple times.
Just to confirm,
Fair.
we had some people trying to figure out how you guys flipped the equipments to avoid the damage. Just to clarify that, since
when
it's a
you
new rule.
use an equipment, that means that you turn it over to use its ability.
So this ability here, use on a villain's turn. Ignore 1 damage dealt to any hero in your location, then turn this face down. So this flips face down, and then recharge when you are KO'd. Turn this face up.
So
and
you
then,
got to flip yours back up right now.
Yep.
And
well,
then
when I come back,
Yeah, but you just got KO'd, so right.
and then yours.
Mine is use on your turn. You gain a fist. You get in an adjacent location, or you can do effectively the same thing that you did. You can
Yeah.
block a damage.
Because you can actually throw yours.
Yeah, and then mine says recharge at the beginning of your turn. Discard 1 action token to turn this face up, which I'm going to do.
So mine requires mine to die in order to get it back, which makes sense because I'm charging my suit. So the harder I get hit, the more ability I have to block stuff.
Right.
Whereas yours is a shield where you can actually take an action to grab it and have it like back in your hand.
Correct.
So
I call it a war circle.
a war circle.
Not a shield.
That's I use that. So the American one's a shield, but the British one is a war circle.
War circle. Yeah.
A war circle. That's an interesting way.
Okay, so it's my turn.
It is your
is.
turn.
I'm going to, at the beginning of my turn, discard this token just so I have 1 of each for flexibility.
No one needs star tokens.
And then I'll flip this back. That way we've got some options.
Excellent. Good plan.
So here's the deal.
What's the deal?
Well, London's getting a little feisty over there, but I do.
London's feisty.
The bridge is falling down.
The TVA headquarters is feisty. Niflhelm can take 5 people, so feisty but not desperate.
But there's no way for us to get that far.
Is this Mulsplenheim?
Sure.
That's feisty as well.
It's a really good kind of Swiss cereal. It's like muesli.
Yeah.
No. All right, so I'm going to do just a basic punch paired up with the wild. Okay?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this guy.
Seems
Okay.
totally
Because
reasonable.
these things just persistently pinging us, like us having a place where we can go to hang out is
Good
seems
plan.
like a plan.
And we're balancing out our threats at the moment. So I do like the strategy of get these as even as possible and then start taking them out.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
we've got an end of turn here too. You may draw 1 card if you have 1 or 2 cards in hand. Oh, I didn't draw a card on my turn. Or discard 1 card to gain a wild
wild
token. which
token.
is
That's
nice.
amazing.
So this is like a healing location or a just start getting buffs for the future location.
So I have no issue using these, which I could go over to the other location, or I could simply just say I'm going to stand here. That way I don't have to worry about using the shield to protect.
Getting hit.
So I can go, boop, and I'm thinking I'm going to ping this guy.
Okay.
That way,
Throw your shield and smash
Jesse.
it
Well,
in.
yeah, Jesse's here. It'll be less work for Jesse.
Sorry, folks.
It'll be less work for Jesse or for Loki.
Sure.
I like the strategy of clearing the battlefield of minions because he's just going to keep getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
The problem is him combined with people that are punching us in every location is going to be a bad day.
Yeah, it's a very bad day.
So
So to clarify, are you guys playing in supervillain mode here?
Hard mode.
hard
Okay.
mode.
There was some tokens. The tokens that you got are supposed to only show up in supervillain mode, apparently.
Oh.
Which is the hard mode, right?
I think that's if somebody's playing the villain.
That's right.
Supervillain, heroes starting tokens. Do we not have those then?
No. So I need to discard a card in order to... I can't discard. So this is actually... We'll put the 1 damage back here. I apologize for the mistake, people.
Hey, that's okay.
Tokens are not there. Good thing West
So
and
this life needs to come back because I didn't ping it.
Okay.
This is here because I do not have a token, an action token to...
Fair enough correction. Good on you, chat. Good on you, chat.
I don't like you, Chad, very much right now. This is going to be way harder now. Significantly more complex, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Oh, man. Okay.
You may draw 1 card if you have one or nope. So I'm good right now.
Because you still have 3.
Or you may discard 1 card.
You can discard a card to gain, so you can spend a health in a way to gain a token. Are you going to do that?
You know what? I think it's probably worth this star.
Yeah, star for a while.
And then I'll get a wild, and then that way, if I have to, I could use the wild to get that back. But we'll see. We'll bank it.
That'll work.
Okay.
West Todd, what are you thinking?
I'm trying not to think too much because I feel like that does bad things to me.
Do it.
So I'm going to go ahead and do a movement and a star action here along with the punch so I get one of everything.
That's great.
And I'm going to move first and go here. And then I would like to take 1 bad guy and 1 good person and take care of them.
You don't want to start punching the dogs of war? Like we did just have a conversation about this strategy.
I mean, we're...
do you remember what my name is?
Loki.
Right,
That
okay,
makes
good.
sense.
So I'm going to do what I want to do.
Okay.
And I'm going to do what I'm going to do.
Totally fair.
Which is take 1 of both of those. So great. Appreciate that.
Grabbing.
And then...
down here.
I'm going to use my special ability here, and I'm going to go ahead and flip my card over, which what it says is I can use on my turn, and I can add 2 bad guys, 2 thugs to any location.
Okay.
And I can perform 2 punches in any other location.
It doesn't...
Then I turn this card face down.
Theoretically, I don't like that card.
What's that?
He's knocking 2 people out, which I appreciate. But he's also not really helping us.
But listen very carefully.
Technically, he could be helping us because he could be helping us if we're trying to push this metric and we're...
That's true.
Oh, yeah, but I'm definitely not doing that. So what I am going to do, however, is put 2 bad guys back in the location where I am. And then I'm going to take 2 health off of this guy.
Nice.
And that way Jesse
Because it's not specifically thugs, it's 2...
It just is 2 punches.
Oh!
Does it say in any location?
In any location. In any location.
In another location, yeah. So
I don't mind that at all.
And where'd you put the 2 guys? Over...
I put him back where I was.
Literally right back where he was.
Yeah. So I
did almost nothing to help us.
Basically. Other than I now make this a lot easier for you since you're so weak and decrepit and having such a difficult time keeping up with the rest of us.
Okay, listen. I just lost my entire family.
Have you...
Actually, that's the mother that's
You're like,
saying
listen,
that,
I have 2
screaming on
equipment cards.
Yeah.
And you guys each only have 1.
I have all the gear. I have all the gear.
Loki's power is he turns hit points into people.
Right.
That's 100% right.
Which is cool.
It is cool.
Now, we're not escalating again.
Nope, we've got 1 more card to go.
It's coming back to me. So now I'm respawning.
Yes, you are flipping back over.
Please
you
go
draw
ahead and
4 cards.
and reflip me there. I am drawing 3 cards and then 1 more because I now exist. My shield is being recharged, which I kind of like more than tokens. What if I just keep getting beat up by...
I prefer you not because it keeps adding health to him.
I understand, but if any of us have to die...
It's you.
Theoretically, it is like I am the best person
because
to
you
be
can
murdered.
tank with that shield.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got some pretty nice cards here. Interesting. Do I try to control or do I try to give you as much as possible? Let's double down with this. I'm going to be playing my movement and attack card. Oh, this is really far. It's really far away. Everyone just saw my bald spot. So if you go far enough out, you know. And then I'm going to be using my... Can I use that blue at all? There's nothing to place that blue on.
Yeah, we've pretty much saved most of them.
We need to get rid of this Dogs of War.
So I am going to stab the Dogs of War.
Fantastic.
I am then going to flip my spear, which is going to let me to defeat a thug in your location or an adjacent location. I'm going to defeat someone over here in Muspelheim.
Muspelheim.
So flipping that over. I don't have a star token, sadly, which is what I need to actually reset it. But we will hopefully get there. And then I've got 2 movement. Now, what's the end location here?
You may relocate one civilian from any location to any other location.
So I could decrease threat over here a bit, but I actually think I prefer moving up. I'd like to move back up here to this location.
Okay.
And I'm going to discard a card.
Okay.
Which just goes in the bottom of my deck.
Yep.
Right? So I'm going to discard a card to go ahead and gain a wild token as well, because these
Very
seem
smart.
useful to have.
Yes.
They are.
Now we have the enemy going.
Yes. What is our terrible plan that's happening here?
So, another BAM.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't like him.
I feel like all of his cards are BAMs. So 5 is going to be 1, 2,
I'm not a
3,
big fan at
4,
all.
and 5. He's now here, and he does a BAM.
So
Great.
Loki getting bammed.
Oh, that's so wonderful of me to get BAMmed.
So you're going to be hit for 1.
Yep.
Team Shield. No
We're
bam.
okay. Yeah.
Shield. So,
I should have
so
maybe
glad.
moved to him and protected.
Probably should have, but you know, it's okay.
Wait. In your location.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's then we add the peoples.
Yeah.
So
2 at his, so full up, and then 1 in the neighboring.
So I've got the 1 for over here,
1 here, and we need
2 at his location.
and then here's 2 for his.
Yikes.
here in the middle.
Well. Travis with your long arms. That was a good shot, man.
I know.
Nicely done.
That's why they call me Triggerfish. All right.
Do they?
They do, actually.
Yeah.
No. So, oh, this can allow me to recharge my shield, which is nice. Sure.
And you drew your card.
I drew my card.
Fantastic.
But remember, I discarded a card earlier,
I know.
so I'm down, but which is... So, here's what we're going to do. I think we need to continue to get rid of these dogs of war because they're just a persistent, annoying threat for us.
I agree with that mentality.
So, I'm going to do my shield throw. So, I'm just going to... It doesn't really matter because I'm going to end up using the shield to do the same thing. So, I'm going to punch the dog of war. I'm going to not punch, but rather throw the war circle.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move. Hiya. Punch.
Okay.
Move.
Nice.
Right? I like my shield.
Yeah.
I'm a boomerang of sorts. So it is the end of my turn. I may
You do have a wild, which you could have used to clear.
Oh yeah, you're right. Let's kill this guy. Oh my goodness, I forgot that was in front of me. You're right.
And then since you're moving back to your new location, you can either heal or gain
Well,
another
let's wait
wild.
and see what this thing is before I make that. If there's at least another here in this location, we're
you
staying
definitely
here.
need to do there.
I'm gonna stay here. So I'm not gonna use that last point of movement. We're gonna get this over here.
What is that doing?
It says that you can gain either a movement, a
Give me a
special, or a punch.
That's a really good location.
Yeah,
I
that's a
think we
really
have a
good
new base of operations.
We forced Loki to do something cooperative
Oh no.
without his knowledge.
It's like
That
I
is-
hate holding hands.
Very
Yeah.
unfortunate.
I'm good.
Okay, so I have a really great card to play because it's literally the only card I have in my yard,
a
which is just one
Straight
special.
wild.
So I have a movement and a wild. Oh, that's so great. I am going to go ahead and move back and pick up an extra card. But
End of
beforehand,
turn, yeah.
I'm going to punch one of those guys. I just can't long arms reach them.
Grab a thug off.
Great. And now I'm going to draw a card. And that will be my turn.
Swinging out to me. I have 2 cards in my hand. I'm drawing up another one. Now, I've got 2 special ability cards, and you can play Marvel United open-faced.
Yeah.
So instead of sitting here awkwardly reading them, I'm actually going to read them and show the camera because they're 2 new abilities.
Sure.
And that'll let me comprehend what they're doing without having a pocket of silence,
Okay.
which will let us know if we need to play them. So I have Grafted Strategist.
Gifted strategist.
Gifted. Close. Reveal the 2 top cards of the master plan. You may either put one on the bottom or rearrange them back in any order. So I get to control him a little bit.
That's good.
That's
Which is helpful
That's
in
very
terms of
interesting.
having the movement, right?
And then shielding. Draw 1 card or treat 1 star on this card as a wild and recharge your hard light shield equipment at the end of your turn.
So you're not. Oh yeah.
I'm not.
Your shield's not. It's not mattering at this.
I haven't used it yet, so I should definitely hold on to the Black Panther shield. I think I like the idea of going ahead and using my
the
gifted
gifted-
strategist.
yeah. Strategist. Yeah.
Strategist.
Or strategist.
Yeah.
I'm going to use some strategery to go ahead and play down that card. That's going to give me a wild and a movement. I kind of don't want to leave any of these locations. I'm going to...
But you can move up to me. You could get a token.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move up here.
Get rid of the shield of Bashinga, right?
Punch one of these in the face. I'm going to get a token, which I will actually immediately... Well, I probably can't.
At the beginning of your turn, yeah. But you get to look. The important thing is you get to look at these 2 cards, and we can either rearrange them or.
So I'm gonna have a token, and then let's take a look here. So the 2 potential we have, he's going one or either way. Move clockwise to the next location, with the hero with the least cards.
Who's that? I got 2.
I have 2.
We're all gonna be even.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be Loki
because I'm closest. Yeah.
Unless we go the other route. Because we can go,
and then he would be us, and I could take that damage. I don't mind getting knocked out. It's not the worst thing.
Sure, you also can tank the damage.
That's what I'm saying. I could eat some of it.
I'm not bad with getting knocked out, frankly, because I only have 2 really crappy cards, and I'm totally fine with cycling through some cards.
Okay, so let's. I mean,
we don't want both of these happening.
I agree with you
because they're both basically knockouts.
Basically, if we're letting West get hit, this is the one.
And this one's going to go onto the bottom of the deck.
We can't put both of them on the bottom of the deck.
No, we can't.
No, that's actually, let's make sure. So let's say you may either put 1 on the bottom or yep, only 1.
All right.
This is why you're gifted. If you're a master strategist, we can do both.
Yeah.
And now...
oh, wow. What are we doing?
He's going to be going.
Surprise.
More civilians, though.
Coming over here.
Go ahead and pop.
Bam.
Knocking me out. Great. So
are you fully knocked out?
I am 100%.
Can't block it or anything?
I can't block anything.
Okay.
I am very gentle and fragile.
No bam on these other locations, though. We do have to remember, though, if we take out 1 more Dogs of War, we're in a tighter position because he's going to start escalating. So we should probably play within the circle that we have. Let's go ahead and place down some units, and he should gain a health.
A civilian here. And we have a civilian here.
And then up with us.
And then 1 civilian way up there.
Travis, use your...
Evan, can we please use your... No, I'm kidding.
And he should have 1 more health, right?
Yes.
Yes, unfortunately.
Goodness.
I'm not as worried about that.
So wait, what's going on? Did we forget to do...
That happens once we take out 2 of his locations, because then the crux of it is... He is much harder to kill if we don't have him together with that token.
With Rick Jones.
Yeah.
We still have to spend 2 punches.
He blocks 2 damage flat out.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Where are we going? Who's next? It was just me. So, Mr. Travis, do you know what you're doing already?
No way, man.
Pre-prepped?
Can we put that up there?
I'm living in a perpetual state of shooting from the hip. Okay. So we don't want to start messing with this other Dogs of War.
I don't think so. I think we're getting tokens by cycling back and forth between these 2 locations. I don't mind that.
So I've got to move, which is terrible. So I think, oh boy, but then the stars.
But we have places for stars on all the sides.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm wondering, but I don't know that it's going to be massively beneficial for you to have 2. So I think I'd rather give you variety, right?
Variety is the spice of my life.
It is. I will...
You told me you want more
Save.
consistency, West.
I consistently want variety.
And punch.
Okay.
And move. And draw.
I think that's a good plan.
And done.
Okay. I am drawing my beautiful 4 cards, which are
watch this.
significantly better. Okay, so I have a couple of ones here we can do the same thing with. So until the beginning of my next turn,
Wes is like, these are ones I have not taken the time to read yet.
You may redirect it to another hero or henchman in any location.
Ooh.
So I kind of like that. I also have on the next villain turn, when the master plan card is revealed, I can decide which location the villain moves to, ignoring the movement on the instructions.
I vote for that card.
Or
Oh wait,
I have the scepter card, which is a star, or recharge my scepter equipment at the end of my turn. So,
what are you thinking?
I am very need to recharge my scepter, so that is what I'm doing.
The problem is you're wasting a fist.
Oh, I hear all of your questions. I don't care. So I'm going to go I see what you're saying about wasting a fist. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to...
Listen to me?
Nope, still do the same thing and waste a fist because that is the Loki way.
Listening has never been West's strong suit, and now that he's actually playing a Loki character...
I can hear in the dark.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to spit on Maestro with my extra punch.
You're going to spit on Grandpa Hulk?
Spit on him, yep. Just hawk the biggest, it's one of the big ones.
Yeah.
And then, so when it comes out, you can actually, like, see it fly. And in Marvel
It's got
thematics,
the one fleck of, like, crusty still in it.
And as you can see it flying through the air.
Yeah.
And then it, like, splashes across the side of his
it
face
does
a little.
absolutely no damage.
Yeah, it does nothing.
Yeah, not a bit.
Totally nothing.
Great.
But I feel good about it. It made me feel good.
I'm very glad you feel good.
And I get to recharge my scepter,
Is
which is
anyone
really
paying attention to the fact that we're about to overflow in 2 locations?
No.
Nope, again, don't really care.
So-
Grabbing a card, though, so I can have the extra card.
No, you're at that location where you have to be with another player, and
Don't.
you're not.
No, I'm
Oh,
right
no,
here.
you're with me. You're with me. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. I was thinking of Shuri.
So I can draw a
Apologies.
card, but I only have a maximum of 4, right? So if I were to draw another
Well, this
card
says
right
you
now-
may draw 1 card if you have 1 or 2 cards in hand, or you can
or-
discard a card to get, which is, you know, if you have like a lame card. that's-
discarding a card so I can have a token. Great. So glad.
I think that's almost always worth it, because a discarded card isn't out of the cycle.
Well, it depends if it's like you had a grip full of special cards or
Then it
2
would suck,
icon
yeah.
cards, then probably
For sure.
not.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's going to come back around. It's just a matter of right now I get that extra supplemental action.
For sure.
It's a warm up.
It is. All right,
All right. Now it's Jesse's turn.
my turn. Perfect. Going to draw a card. Oh, where am I? I need about as much move as possible, and I still don't think I will have enough. It's the real threatening place is 3 spaces away here, but I could make it down to Niflheim. Niflheim.
Niflheim.
I think you have to say it with an accent, or you haven't said it right. So I'm going to go ahead and play down a move and a punch. I'm going to be using my wild icon to move 2 spaces.
Okay.
So I'm going to rush down here.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to get 2 punches in.
Great.
I don't want 2 punches in. I am going to be spending... Oh, man. All right, I'm shifting this out. You saw nothing. Move and a
And
star.
I'm accused of being.
You want your token back?
Move and a star. I don't. I still want to be able to move 2 full spaces,
Okay.
but I want to rescue someone here
Okay.
and punch someone here.
Okay.
I want to get this 1 step
Then
closer.
you still have your token that you didn't use then, because right, you had a punch. You only got rid of 2 things, and then you got to move. Oh, you need
my
to double
token
move.
was for the
to
move.
double move
Because
Got
I
it.
didn't want to go ahead and break this.
Beautiful.
I want this to be as close as possible.
Beautiful.
The problem is I'm now in a bit more of a vulnerable position. I could have actually rescued 2 civilians if I wanted to use my last star token,
I think you should
or I could use this to recharge my spear. My spear is a thing that allows me to deal damage, so I'm going to use this to grab a civilian. I think that makes sense.
I like it.
I think that makes sense. I don't know that it does, though. All right, that's it. That's my turn.
Good.
I'm
Okay.
committed.
And master plan time.
But I don't want the master plan to go.
Oh, it's a good master plan.
Okay.
Move counterclockwise.
So he's coming back this way.
Is he going
To the
to
next position with the least cards in hand. How many cards?
I'm holding 2.
I'm
I've got
holding 2 as
3.
well.
Okay.
So he's hitting you because you're the closest one.
Man,
Okay.
you're getting bammed and bammed.
I could block one of them, but I'm still gonna take 3 full damage.
Well, you did mention that you wanted to die. So
I
We
don't-
got an overflow.
I don't mind it because
that's less good.
I keep my shield. Ugh, it's not good at all.
Okay, so the good news is if we can't do one of those for the overflow, he gains another health. So,
Cool.
so he's gaining 2 health in this because he knocked you out and did the bam. It's great.
I feel very confident in our ability to lose in the most entertaining way possible.
Oh, I'm having a great time, so this is very fun.
I'm up.
Yep.
Okay.
Holy wow.
Aren't you glad you came
Yeah,
and
I'm
signed
gonna
on for this,
recharge my
Travis?
shield for this. Yeah, I'm total. I mean, the best part is I got to see you guys.
That is the best part.
So I got to
Aw.
get my shield back. Well, I mean that sincerely. That wasn't meant to be a joke or anything.
I agree.
So, it feels like it's time to leave home. We're
Okay.
gonna have to pop one of these. Like, it's inevitable.
We're at the point now where I think we can. The only thing I'm concerned about is how many civilians are actually available on the board right now. So we're sitting with, I believe, only one civilian.
And you're assuming that we can't knock one of these bad guys out?
No, I'm not assuming that. I'm saying we can knock a bad guy out and we can get the thugs. That escalates it twice.
Right.
But our benefit comes, so we can then start attacking him. Our benefit comes from saving dual civilians.
Right.
Getting all three accomplished will help us be in a better position. But if you two, if us three on this round can actually finish off these last two cards, which I'm in position to maybe be able to do enough damage if you set me up well, we could be in a position where we can start attacking Maestro next turn.
Okay, so here's the deal.
I don't like I don't like the tone you took with. That's like Dad sitting down and you were out 30 minutes past bedtime, but he knows you were also drinking.
Yeah.
And it's not the fact that you were late or the fact that you were drinking. It was the irresponsibility on both ends. So he sat down and he's like, all right, here's the deal.
Yeah. The disappointment is worse.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I'm gonna star.
Okay.
Woo.
Nice.
I'm going to move.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm going to punch.
We're closing first one. He is activating after every 2 cards now.
Okay.
Jesse, I'm going to flip shield to punch to make this easier for you.
I appreciate that.
This goes to my
Okay.
good friend
It's a
Loki West.
very kind thing for you to do.
And I feel horrifically prone now. And that's my turn.
Okay.
West, can you take out... I don't think you're going to be able to take out one of these guys.
You know, I don't appreciate you believing that I don't have skills that can pair with this team.
Would it have been smarter to not take out this one, but to take out the one you're at, so that West might be able to reach it easier?
Again, I don't appreciate that you
All right.
feel like
All right.
I'm just a wasted use of space in
Don't worry,
this
West.
group.
Hey, West, I only have sometimes considered you a wasted use of space.
Well,
Okay.
he's shape-shifting.
So I'm shapeshifting here, and what this does is until the beginning of my next turn, when you take damage, you may redirect it to any other hero or henchman in any location. So
Cool.
now I am going to use move and move. So I use my special, or the special for a movement. I get to punch once.
Now you see what I'm saying. You have another wild.
That's fine. I'm going to punch once and take this guy off.
That doesn't help.
It does.
It does help. Don't worry, it helps.
Yeah. And then I'm going to...
How does it help? I don't know. Leave your comment down below. Let us know.
It's totally fine. I see what you're saying. I don't want to create the overflow, though. So, yeah, we're still
I
going to
think
take it off.
you use your wild to move and just wipe this guy out.
You could also do that.
I can't use it in the same location that I'm on. It has to be another location.
No, it says add 2 to any location and then perform in any other. So you do any and you just
You can't do the same location
yeah.
you did it in. But you could add 2 up here.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you could move over here and wipe this dude out. And then
I hear all the things that you're saying, but I'm going to do it the way that I want to do it, which is using
about right.
my card, and then I'm going to put 2...
heroes starting their turn here. We have to.
We've never been here before.
Yeah.
Heroes starting their turn here must ignore 1 action symbol at the bottom of their hero cards this turn.
So, here.
I am glad we haven't played on this corner of the board for the
Yeah.
entirety of it.
So those go up there for the record, and then I'm going
Travis.
to take the 2 off
What
of
am I doing?
this guy.
Oh, these guys going up here.
Engage.
So I am
Go,
killing that
gadget
guy.
arm. This guy's dying.
He is dead, yes.
And then we complete this.
Correct.
You did it, buddy.
I know. See? Faith,
there, dogs of war.
faith
Ooh.
restored.
This location, though, you ignore 1, but you may gain a punch token, which is very helpful for punching the big guy in the face.
We're in a very punchy mood right now.
Yes. And this guy goes on the board, and he is
The opposite.
here.
That's Rick Jones.
He's Rick Jones!
Yeah, I know.
Beauty.
It's really hard to not make that reference, but
Beauty?
yeah, it's an old
Beastie?
80s Beastie Boys song
I
reference.
don't know what they're talking about.
It was a MySpace.
Still, I have
it
no-
happened on
it
MySpace.
was a
Yeah, it's
MySpace
totally
thing.
MySpace thing. Yeah.
All I remember from MySpace is that it was for like older kids than me only, because it was a college only thing originally or something like that. I remember it was a music scene, And I remember there was one guy that was friends with everyone.
Yeah, Tom.
Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very similar to Facebook, except more like HTML pagey.
Okay.
It's apparently good for bands these days.
Now it is still?
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least it didn't become meta.
My grandma's band actually books a lot of shows on there.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Your grandma's band. Mm-hmm. I would love to go to that concert.
Yeah. Her band's name is Moderate to Severe Rheumatoid Arthritis.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
What type of music does she do?
She just plays tambourine.
That's really fun.
Yeah.
I genuinely are you lying or telling the truth?
I'm lying.
I genuinely was excited. I was thrilled.
Moderate to severe. Do you know how many of those commercials have that as like a thing?
It's pretty
moderate
rough, yeah.
to severe rheumatoid arthritis.
First off, it's a great band name, especially for I was imagining. So my great grandmother lived in an old folks home throughout the last 10 years of her life or so. Mm-hmm. So I'm totally imagining this little social circle of old men and women who are finding something to
my
do.
My grandma's just
and they just it's this. They're in Eastern Tennessee where everyone knew how to play instruments.
Yeah.
And your grandma's just hanging out. She's just living her best life.
The best part is that name of the band. If you use the acronyms, it's MS Raw.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
All right. Back to the game. What's happening? How are we losing?
So I just went and
so
did
we
an
need to
amazing
remember. We
job.
need to remember this trigger when it comes
so if
up.
I take damage, I get to give it to somebody else.
Including a henchman, but you're not. Oh, you are in a space with a henchman.
That's why I left the way I did. But no one listens to what Loki. I have a plan.
And now I believe Maestro.
No. It's
you.
Oh,
buddy.
it's two.
No.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's why we were not escalating it.
Correct.
Too quickly. What's he doing? Oh yes, 3. That's the perfect movement amount.
Put back the two already cleared threats in the next clockwise location with no threats. So
we've got to put 2 threats back on the board.
I don't want 2 threats back on the board.
Put back in play 2 already cleared threats in the next 2 clockwise locations with no threats. That sucks.
So he's starting here.
Going here.
1 there.
Oh, he's going here. Yeah, 3. So he's going to the space with the guy. Though.
Yeah. That's the perfect location for him.
All right, and so this threat goes back here. Great. And then the next clockwise location is back here.
Oh, my life force.
We had 15 people duck out when we started talking about general rheumatoid arthritis.
Oh, sorry.
Very personal to some people,
I know,
I suppose.
I'll stop.
So
only Marvel United. You reached him.
I could reach the low points. That's really what Loki's about. It's the low points.
Low points.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. And then we've got to spawn places for him?
Yes, sorry. Let's see. So his current location, 1 there, and then Go-Go Gadget Arms.
Our much needed bystanders. That's great. We've got it, boys.
We can do this. We can do it.
So I am coming back alive.
Wait, he bammed, right? He did bam.
Bam.
So 1 damage.
We each get pinged.
But I
He's
redirect
knocked
the
out.
damage.
That's right. So you can. He hurts himself.
He hurts himself.
Ooh.
Look at you.
And he's only hitting one of you.
Correct.
That's right.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about
I'm
it
good.
at all.
I love my cards.
So you helped me with a shield. I, in turn, pushed his fist onto himself.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, I have a wake version of restless leg syndrome. That's
So Shira and Jan both, and we used to not be even on a nice wooden table. We used to be on a card table,
and it would
and so it would rattle the entire thing. But yeah, so I very much am in the habit of the gentle hi, I'm gonna rub my leg against yours to let you know you're
I thought
tapping.
that's just because you liked me.
I'm crossing my feet to make it stop.
It's not okay. What are we trying to do though? That's the
Well,
question.
you need to stand up.
Win is a good place to start.
So you started your turn there, which
And you
makes
got
your
4 cards,
cards less this turn.
And you flip your thing, don't you?
This
Or
one doesn't, but my
yeah.
shield's still there. I don't.
So factor that into your next play, because obviously you want the wild. So you're going to be minus probably on the next.
I'm not going to be able to punch him. I will be able to move over to this location here and not be in danger though, which maybe seems like the best thing to do.
Can you rescue someone? Oh, no.
I don't think so. I think I'm in a real bad spot.
I'd rather you not rescue someone.
I'm going to place down 2 movement because I feel like that'll be useful to some people. I'm going to go ahead and swing with my wild and one of my movements there, which is the entirety of my turn.
Mm-hmm.
You may relocate one bystander from any location to any other location. So you could
grab one of them and
guy?
place it there in the center just in case you all can use them. And that is probably the least satisfying turn I've had so far. Note to self, don't
maintenance
go
turn.
to Niflheim.
So heroes starting their turn here with 3 or more cards in hand must ignore their draw card stuff. So I just drew a card and I'm putting it right back.
Oh, yours is ignore a draw card step?
Only
Mine's
if you
ignore
have-
one action symbol?
If you have more than 2.
Not the coolest
Because
part of my day.
Yeah.
But it says with 3
3
or
or
more.
more. So if
did
you're-
you only
3.
you had
He had
3,
3, so he's not
Oh,
drawn.
That's good.
So I'm gonna end up wasting a star here. No, I won't be wasting a star. All right, I'll do this. Jesse, why don't you take?
I can take a star, which will
Or
allow me
should I give it to Loki? So
I would love to recharge my thing.
Ooh.
Because I
Your
need 2.
Your thing
That's
is
right.
2 hits. Mine is
Loki,
only
go
1.
ahead.
All right, fine.
Okay.
I'll do this.
I'm so glad I convinced you to do that.
This goes away.
Which is going to allow us
We
to
all get to-
immediately draw
we all
a
get to draw a
additional card.
Great.
And then I'm going to move over here.
Good plan.
And then I'm going to move this fella down here. Or is that fear of overflow? Should I leave?
Why don't you move it here? And
oh,
then
yeah. You're right. Good call, bud.
Beauty Moss. All
Let
right.
us know if you're watching at this moment, and Evan will tell us what the verdict is. Do you think we are set to win, or do you think we are set to go down in a glorious or pathetic defeat? You let us know.
Well, we only have like 6 more turns here.
I
so
understand
it's
this,
gonna be
Wes.
bad. Yeah, it's gonna be very bad.
I want to know what the audience is thinking we are about to do, because I don't know. I feel like we might have this.
We're like halfway through and we haven't even touched him.
Yeah,
yet.
we gotta really
It'll be by the
get
skin of
our
our
act
teeth.
together.
But
So now he's gonna go, right?
Yep.
He's not moving. He is bamming.
Shira says you're definitely dead.
Shira's saying we're dead.
Thanks, Shira.
It's only because she's not here
Good
and she's
thing we
jealous.
moved that
Probably
because
right.
we would have overflowed. So we're doing
Yep.
2 at his location and then 1, and then I'll go gadget arm.
Not moving at all though. This
No,
is actually
there.
the perfect card to
Yeah,
have
this
come
is
out
our
right
moment. Take that,
It's
Shira.
our moment. It's our moment to fill everything.
Bammed Loki, you're getting whacked.
Great.
Does that knock you out?
No, I got plenty.
It says until the beginning of your next turn. It's so you hit him again
Oh, nice.
until the beginning of your next turn.
Beautiful. That was the best card I've ever played.
That's pretty darn good.
How, buddy?
Okay,
So good.
The chat consensus is
Okay.
about a dozen people say that you're definitely going to die, and about 2 people say it's going to be close.
Wait,
Wow. So no one has any faith in this whatsoever.
what do you
No.
mean?
So not good.
Not a glowing recommendation.
Okay, well, after my turn, they may change their mind.
Do it, buddy.
They may change their mind. It's possible.
You've got a star to work with, which
Yeah.
is not helpful right now.
Great.
The
Oh,
stars
did you do
have
your thing?
been-
Did you do you recharge, right?
I can't. I have to have 2 action tokens.
Ah,
so I've got
you
to.
tricked me into
get
getting
another
something
one.
like-
So yours is 1 for 1, just like mine.
No, it's 2.
No, it's 2.
Yeah, but mine is
But
1
yeah,
action
yeah.
token.
His thing is you have to use 2 stars to recharge your thing, and you get 2 punches out of it. He gets 1 punch, but 1 star. So.
Yeah.
What a screwball.
Yeah, but mine's better
Very
than
low-key
yours.
thing to do.
Yeah. I'm glad we are all in agreement with what I did.
All right, what are you thinking?
Get out of that location.
So the first thing that I'm going to do
You didn't, did you
is-
have your? Did that impact your card draw?
we got to draw a card, so I now have 3 cards, so I
So
don't
you
get to
can't
draw a
draw
card.
them. Yeah, that stinks.
It's very unfortunate. I agree. And since I have such a beautiful start process here, I'm going to go ahead and play
love
this
that.
card, which is the next villain turn. When the master plan card is revealed, I get to decide which location the villain moves to.
I have the
And-
same one.
Yeah, could
Yeah,
be.
absolutely.
Yep.
0 o'clock.
It could be. I get to decide, so in case we aren't clear on this, I make the choice. And I ignore the movement instructions on the card, so that's just fabulous. And I have a star and a wild, so I could do whatever I want with it. And I love the idea of killing that dog of war. I also really love moving.
You could maybe punch him in the face. Are you able to get to him?
No, because if you notice, I only have
star wild.
1 movement potential. So I'm going to go ahead and save. No, I'm going to punch.
Yeah, for sure take him out.
For sure take this guy out, for sure.
You may gain 1 West.
You're gonna get the star token to make your.
Well, that's beautiful. So then I'm going to go ahead and save this person because, that's
Why
just
not?
the kind of guy I am.
Just a good guy.
Really,
just all
it's
around,
incredibly selfish more than anything else.
all around
Gain
gentleman.
your star token.
And I'm going to gain a star token.
That person actually tailors his suits, so.
It's great.
This mini is so cool.
Who
Am I allowed to
is
say that?
who is that, by the way?
Who?
The suit maker?
Oh, the Carnation. Something Carnation.
Jumbo Carnation.
Jumbo Carnation.
Carnation.
Yeah, makes all the super suits. And I really think that Chad, I know you want brute force. I get it. I understand. But if we can talk about Jumbo Carnation, okay? He is actually the one who makes the suits for the superheroes, and he has his own special superpowers as well. So can you imagine like a card that says tie the hands of the villain for an entire turn, so they literally can do nothing, so they waste their entire turn. Like that could just be super cool. His Needle of Death. Or
West
something,
is
you know?
West is petitioning because we know through these campaigns you all have listened to the audience, went back and petitioned for new things like artwork being developed, minis being added.
Jumbo Carnation is in the X-Men universe, decidedly. He is a
We
mutant.
have already talked about the
They're
things
already
that
in.
he does.
Yeah, they're already
We're
tied
already in there.
I'm just saying West
So why
is
can't we
West is
have
going
that?
out on his own
But
leg.
he's a mutant.
He's petitioning for.
And we've had mutants before.
We have had mutants before.
Right.
I mean,
part of the
brute
world.
force is mutants too. So it's not like we can't go back to season 2 and add in an occasional character.
Just saying,
right?
we've got our own devious plans. We're
Just
gonna fill
saying.
your comment section with Jumbo Carnation.
Jumbo Carnation. That's where we need to
The
look.
fact that I know that and I had to dredge through the dusty Rolodex of X-Men knowledge to pull that forth was
It is impressive.
That is
Yeah.
pretty
I'm
good.
very proud
very
of you.
saddening.
So that was my turn.
And now it is you,
My turn.
Shireen.
I don't know that I am thrilled
What's going
about
on,
being my
Evan?
turn.
What are people saying?
Is 4 cards maximum hand size?
Yes.
Yeah,
She
because I'm
says keep playing. She wants to see the epic loss.
Wow.
it's very hurtful. All right, let's see here. Is anyone hurt very badly?
I just have
Yes,
2 cards.
all of us.
You have
No.
2 cards?
I've got 3. I'm okay.
I'm the most hurt.
But I got to be honest with you. My
I'm limping.
punching days are coming to an end.
I think I'm going to
yeah,
play
mine as well.
one of my more powerful cards, Lab Genius. Give 1 wild token from the pool to another player, then they draw until they have 3 cards in hand.
So that would be me.
I think it is going to be you.
I love this
Our best
idea.
bet to destruction is Wes
helping
doing
Loki.
all of the
The
damage.
guy who's furthest away.
So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and set this down.
Great.
I've got a movement and I've got a wild. You get a wild token and you go ahead and get
Pulled a card.
you
Yep.
pulled a card. I then
Punch,
can move.
Punch,
Yeah, so
punch,
shift me up there.
punch.
Okay.
And what's the location I'm at? I'm
You can
relocate.
draw a card if you have 1 or 2 cards, or you can discard a card to get a
Okay.
wild, which seems
I
More
am going to
like-
punch him in the face.
do
Okay.
it. Would
So,
you like to remove the hit point token?
Ooh, I would.
Rick Jones.
All right. It does not feel like that stack went anywhere.
It really doesn't at all.
And then I am absolutely going to go ahead and discard a card down to the bottom of my deck in
Great.
order to gain myself a lovely wild token.
Beautiful.
This is stressful.
It is a bit
I don't,
stressful.
because I don't really want to lose on camera.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I suppose. I forgot he was going to go.
Ruling dystopia. So you get to decide where he moves.
Yeah, accelerate the next villain turn by 1 card. That is terrible.
So here's a bad thing. We get an
Yeah.
overflow if he stays.
So
where
he's gonna
at.
gain some health. He would also bam Jesse for 3 if we left him where he's at. So I feel like we can't do that.
Yeah, but we can't hurt him if he's not there.
Right, but we can pick Rick Jones up on our movement turns.
And just carry him
We
with
can
us?
also use stars to push him 1 space to adjacent.
Okay.
So listen, my cards are not aggressive. I'm sitting on stars and movement. So why
I'm a
don't
little
you...
concerned the timeline has been very aggressive up to this point.
It's been extremely aggressive. Yeah.
Well, we do have this location, which is nice, but we definitely can't do that. And furthermore, we can't put him here because it will overflow.
Right, so he has to be like there.
Or here. Those are the only 2 options.
Apparently, there is no official hand limit. By the way, people are saying,
Oh.
which is
I thought
convenient.
4 was the hand limit.
No, it's just hard to get beyond it. Right?
So
Oh.
I should have 1 more card. That's
Okay,
fine.
great.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you,
Thanks,
chat. We
Thanks,
appreciate
chat. That's why we have you here.
I think you got to go over to the headquarters. As stinky as that is for us.
Yep.
It's not a good spot.
Headquarters it is. And we have so 1 villain goes there, 1 villain goes here, or thug, excuse me, and then 1 extra thug goes at the top.
It's the worst day of our lives. games.
Don't worry, I've saved my best cards for the end.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Now, so he bams that location. Everything bams. Nothing gets hurt. So we are good.
I'm just imagining like Shira somewhere with this like a demonic laugh and like wind blowing through her hair, laughing as this moment happens.
All right. So at the beginning of my turn, I'm going to get rid of these 2 star tokens, or well, I guess it doesn't matter. I got to get rid of 2 tokens.
Well, why are you
So-
skipping my turn, cool kid?
That's a good question.
Oh, I thought it was my turn.
And and actually, Maestro's
I
going
like
to
my
go
turn better.
in between you two as well because he escalated by 1. So it's going to be Travis, Maestro, West, and
Then me.
Jesse.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
This is not
This
good.
is very bad.
This is move and a punch.
Move, and punch.
Don't worry, the minions will suffer. They'll rue the day they ever thought of teaming up with Maestro.
You sure you didn't want to like move, and take him with you, and then punch up there?
Sure.
I mean, you could do the other way if you wanted.
Sure.
But I feel
an
like-
overflow's an overflow, right?
Yeah.
Come with me, Rick Jones. No problem, Captain Carter.
Here's the problem. Here's the real issue.
Yeah. We only have 2 rounds to kill him.
It's not happening.
No, we got 3,
Oh, we have 3,
4.
4.
It's hard.
Fantastic.
We have to just tell ourselves it's hard mode.
It is hard mode.
And it's a live stream, which makes it
Even more harder mode.
But I am,
can't,
a,
like,
I am a
reset.
board game and Marvel United professional.
You are that good.
I can't lose on camera. It'll ruin my reputation.
Yes.
The correct answer to that, Travis, was
Yes.
in fact what reputation?
No, you have a great reputation.
For losing on camera.
That sound, yeah.
You have a great reputation.
Unleash the dogs.
You're really good at games, like genuinely. Like I play games with lots of people. You're actually really good at games.
You heard
I'm
it here
terrible.
first, folks.
As a game designer, I'm like always like what are that art is cool. Like I'm like always kind of like getting into details, you know.
All right, Wes, what are you
So
thinking?
he's moving 3 locations.
Yep.
Right. So so he's going to here, which is probably
Overflow.
Yeah, he's gonna get 2 overflows, and we're getting one guy here. Great.
So we're
putting
talking
back 2 health.
that's more health than he has ever had.
Yep. Yeah.
And I'm getting hit twice because Bam Bam is overflow.
You're just.
Oh no,
getting
his
hit
overflow.
once.
He gains
Yeah,
health.
he's not bamming on
So I'm just
overflow.
getting bammed once.
Just once.
You have your shield, right? Oh no, you don't have your shield.
Those days are over.
And then we put back
It's a
2
war
already
circle.
cleared threats in the next 2 clockwise locations. So we have this one. And
The board's going to
we
be basically
have
back to
this one.
normal.
Yeah,
All
we're
the work we've done,
shy of 1.
and the board's going to be back to where it started.
What was Jeff thinking? He
This
led
is-
us to our death.
Yeah,
He really did.
He's the one doing the demonic laugh with the
He
wind blowing
thought-
through his hair.
he's a bad guy.
His last name is Skinner. Why didn't we see this?
You know, and the funny thing is specifically was like, hey, I know Quackalope has never done a live stream before. We'd like to be the first.
Yeah.
Let's figure this out. And so we put in a lot of effort to make this happen, all to embarrass ourselves on stream,
You're
on
like,
camera.
hey, Simon marketing team. We noticed that this is called Macho Man mode, but it's a Marvel IP. What's going on with that?
You know, if only the chat hadn't been a bunch of jerks and realized that we shouldn't have had all those tokens to start with, I feel like we would have had a better chance by having the convenient extra.
we technically need 3 health here.
We're dead.
We need. I think Evan's got the extra chips.
They might as well
over
be a
there.
million health.
It might as well be. I can't draw the extra card, which is
there
great.
more stuff on the board now
I
than there
think
was at the
I
start?
genuinely,
Pretty much.
I
Yeah.
genuinely think the board might be more full at the end of the game than it was when we started.
So really,
Personally,
you
for
shouldn't
me-
have moved that guy because that
Yeah.
he's now farther away.
oh,
than he
he's
was
running
before.
in the wrong direction
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
It's mine.
Don't worry, Wes. We've set you up to have a very powerful turn.
I'm so glad.
Hey,
for
you
that.
should just overflow us twice. with
Okay.
your-
So here's what I'm doing.
Double stars.
Here's what I'm doing. I'm gonna take Rick Jones and
Rick Jones is with me, buddy.
I'm gonna move him this way, because it says here we can move him with 1
With a star
by spending
action.
a star action.
I got it.
Are we in agreement here that we can move him multiple times with star actions?
Why not?
It says adjacent location with a star.
I think that we're all in agreement that we're not going to listen to the chat, whatever they say. So let's move him
boom,
twice.
He's moving there.
Even if
Great.
it's the CMON account that's commenting saying that's not allowed.
It's Jeff right now.
Game's
So
still in
glad.
development, so
Jeff's lowering to the ground
Right.
from hovering.
we're hard ruling.
You guys don't know Jeff, but Jeff is like one of the most benevolent most unicorn-like people.
Oh, he's insanely gracious.
He's so nice
Yeah.
and cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna then use my my special staff here, my scepter, and I'm gonna put.
Where? You're going to cause an overflow, bud.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm gonna use one of my punches here.
You know the funny thing.
Great.
Last
So
comment
that
on
card
Jeff. The funny
there.
thing about him is he's like in charge of all.
Like global marketing.
Global
I don't know.
marketing stuff at this
He's a top dog.
He's high up, and he is probably, because I've met a few times, I've hung out with him a few times. He's probably one of the individuals in the industry that I have seen get the most giddy over new cool things that he's
a
playing
fan.
with.
No, but the thing
He's
is,
a
he's a
fanboy
fan
of what we're doing,
He is
so,
a fan.
I don't know.
He is a fan.
I think it's neat.
Okay, so I'm using my thing. I used my punch to take one guy off, then I put two more people back.
Great job, Wes.
I'm doing 2 damage to him directly because he's got the guy there.
Okay, so
I've done 2 damage.
down to the amount of health he had after I did 1 damage to him. No, he already took it off.
two,
Oh my
unfortunately.
gosh. This is a
Yeah,
skyscraper, huh?
and I've got one more movement left. So the real question...
He only has 8 life left.
Oh, that's
Oh.
great.
Just 8.
So good. He started with 5. I feel like that's
It's really easy.
that's great. And I really don't want to move is the unfortunate thing here, but I probably should. I just don't know where.
Now remember, those of you that are watching, Evan's been writing down questions this entire time. So as we come to the end, we will be able to not answer any of them that you have, but we will announce them and let Simon know what questions you're asking.
Yeah.
So, that's
I'm
fair.
going to move here so that at least I'm on the same location with Rick Jones in case we have to move him.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a great turn.
Will there be a hot tub time machine add-on? No, there will not be a hot
That's a
tub
shame.
time machine add-on.
That's a shame.
There
Because
will be a hot tub time machine 2 add-on.
there, in theory, has to be a time machine
Just the
because
sequel.
of Maestro, right?
Mm.
I mean, like, that's how he got defeated in the long run was
Yeah.
the time machine.
Okay,
So it's just not a hot tub is what you're saying.
Yeah.
popping down onto here, I have a move and a punch,
Great.
which is about the best that I'm able to come up with. I am, in fact, going
Stars.
to move.
Get rid of them. Well, maybe get rid of one.
I'm going to get rid of 1 from each location.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom and boom. Nice.
I am going to proceed to punch and spend my wild to punch. I mean, I could spend my wild to reactivate my spear, which is going to just allow me to defeat a thug. Never mind. I'm going to spend my wild to punch him in the face as well, so 2 more damage.
So, for the record, my scepter is better because I can use it to punch him as opposed to your piddly little thing that, just looks
It's
pretty.
very West. This is not the time to have this conversation.
It's not?
No.
Oh,
we'll,
okay.
we'll have this
So
conversation
later
off stream.
then.
Later.
Okay. All right.
Probably around 1 a.m. when we're talking about whose fault it is.
That we lost?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about this off. We'll talk about this
so
off
good.
camera.
Off
Wes.
camera? Okay.
Just so you have an insight into me, I find hot mic moments to be the funniest concept ever. Like I desperately like my type of humor is ending this stream and then standing up and being like, that sucked. How dare you? Blah 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 blah. I won't.
We're live.
But I find that to be the funniest.
It is funny.
The funniest thing.
I agree.
Okay, I have successfully done very little, and I think that's my entire turn.
I mean, at least you did do some damage. You can relocate a person if you want to, like this person.
Yeah.
Relocate them somewhere
Where?
else.
It doesn't matter.
They're gonna.
I mean, kind of it matters, I guess. Like, I would say here is probably right.
Because he's likely not going to move.
No, he's
Or
likely
going to
to
move at
move.
least one space.
Yeah, he's moving 2 spaces.
2.
So he's going to go up to Cap.
And he's going to cause an overflow.
He's
And then I
banding.
get knocked out.
He's gonna punch you in the face.
Yeah, definitely
knocked out.
causing one over.
Strategically, from the very beginning,
on.
I do think we shouldn't have got knocked out. That would have been the good original strategy.
I think
probably
losing was a
best.
bad strategy, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really a bad strategy.
So we're gonna put a bad guy up here
It's been a while since I've lost playing this game.
and a bad guy over there in that corner.
I loved
Another bad guy
X-Men
here.
because it took the core premise of what the original Marvel United did, season 1, and twisted it, right? It added more mechanics, added more modules, and made everything more messy and more complex. which I have a riot. Whenever we sit down to play, we literally shuffle our locations, we shuffle our characters, and like each draw a random one. We toss in like Deadpool. We're not playing story driven at all. We're playing chaos. And this, like you just said, is probably one of the
just even these
most recent challenges we've had. Yeah.
Great. So wonderful. Glad he got to take his turn.
I want to win so bad.
It's not happening.
So, you get to come back from the dead. That's great.
Okay.
Did you get some punches now?
I mean, these are two of my cards.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, they're strong.
Very strong.
Rick Jones ain't up in here.
Yeah.
So
the good news is you could use 2 stars and push Rick Jones to you.
I just checked my cards. I've got 5 total stars left in my hand.
1 punch and a movement.
Come out here. None.
All right. So
You're up,
that means
Loki.
it's my turn, and I do finally get to draw a card, which is awesome. You know, this is a way for us to extend our turn. If we get to hold on to 3 cards, we just run back over there, and then, you know.
Well, that makes the assumption that we won't take any damage with the fully loaded board.
Also, at this point, extending our turn just results in him getting more health every round.
Yeah.
Also,
We have not been beating him below his health status.
Yeah, and we've now lost all the places where we can get
All right, West. Let's
Coins.
win with dignity. Keep playing.
win with dignity. He says, "Great."
Lose with dignity.
Okay, so I'm gonna move. I'm gonna take a star. Great, and then I'm gonna move, and then I'm gonna take another star.
We got to stop doing this like superhero janitorial stuff.
We
Yeah.
have rescued.
Yeah.
20
We
million
probably
people.
could have completed those cards about twice now.
Mm-hmm. And that was a great turn for me.
That was your turn?
That was my entire turn. Yeah.
Uh-oh. We overriding now?
Oh yeah.
He doesn't move, which, hey.
Oh, West here.
Oh, sorry. So he doesn't move.
He bams.
Which means
Ping.
Yeah.
Sure, I have a card I'll put on the bottom of the deck.
Great.
And then he's going to
Overflow
overflow us twice.
3 times actually, because 2 in the
No,
center.
there's. He's not going to do this one.
Right, but
so-
that's 2.
Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3.
So 3 more health goes up there. That's awesome.
This is brutal.
So we need. We're just gonna say that guy still is at full health, and I'm taking a 2 there.
So wait, this
we
is a live play?
This is brutal.
him up there. Wow. Great. So good about that. Yeah. Okay. Oops.
One of the next adaptions that I want to get is I want to get a monitor that can just scroll comments. So now all the people that Evan's reading that are making fun of us, we could actually see well.
But I like Evan just kind of like peeking his head in here.
It is fun. It is.
Yeah.
Fun.
Hey, so this guy's on here just found a baby raccoon and wanted to know if you guys had any tips for how to take care of a baby raccoon.
Because clearly you guys can't play Marvel United.
Yeah, you
You're
guys
so bad at
we're
it.
hoping you're good at this. But
Is it my turn?
It is your turn. Yes.
I have
Bupkis.
1 punch left.
Of Bupkis.
So this, I just have to show everyone. Double shield, double star,
It's great.
and 1 punch is what I have left in my deck.
that's the card.
So
good.
we're gonna play down a 1 punch.
1 punch it is. 1 punch.
But the
it
best
is.
part is that you can't reach him.
Also great. Yeah.
I'm gonna punch one of these guys in the face. And do we want
I
to
think
just?
it would be great to get rid of if you can punch over to the Dogs of War. But
Yeah.
we're never gonna get tokens back.
do
So
we want to resign and go to the question section of this? Because the only way to lose this is by running out of actually
cards.
1 more action,
one more action. Yeah. So
2 more cycles.
Yeah.
Let's finish it.
we'll finish it out.
This is so horrible.
Yeah. That's pretty bad.
He's tough.
I don't know how we.
Apparently, he only gets 1 health per location, not per token.
Okay. So we'll take one of those off. Sounds good.
May not matter at this point.
Probably doesn't. No.
Not a bit. Thanks, Evan. All right. What are you thinking? That's all I can do. I'm punching.
Yeah.
Did you punch one of the guys in the face?
No. Did you want to punch this guy?
Yeah, I want to end up next to you all.
Okay. Great. So we're gonna punch this guy.
How deep is your love? Let's do
Go
it.
there.
I'm gonna spend some time with you.
And it's my turn.
It is your turn. Yeah.
And draw one of these star cards.
The board having no stars at the beginning meant we
Had all
leaned
of them.
towards.
Am I going here?
Yep.
All right. So that's going to be moving a punch.
Moving a punch.
Jones.
Very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
that's me. I'm me.
Good job.
Done.
And now it's his turn.
I feel like we're in this.
No.
Oh, definitely. We've got
He
this.
moves
100%.
clockwise. Sorry. He moves clockwise to the next location with the hero with the least cards in hand. I've got 2.
I have 2, so he's going to move to us.
Boom.
3. Great.
He's going to cause 1 overflow.
Okay, so we'll add that right back on. And which one of us is taking the point of damage?
I can't help you guys this time.
I've got a shield.
Okay, great. So
Good
use
job.
your shield. Wonderful. That's fabulous.
Done.
And then the BAM happens, so the other guy's going to hit one of us.
Someone's
I
gonna
mean,
hit with
you
3.
might as well let the BAM just knock me out, because I've only got 3 cards left anyway.
No, I can take 1 damage, so I'm just going to put a card back.
Yeah, but he's dealing 3.
He's going to be dealing 3 damage no matter what.
And then the dogs is dealing you 1.
So I'm going to flip my shield and then
Yeah.
get fully knocked out.
Okay, sounds good. So I get to keep that 1 card then.
Chat is currently spamming scoop and go to questions, table flip and head to the questions.
Are they saying? They're saying go to
Well,
questions.
it's literally the last turn, so
Yeah,
yeah,
just-
we're done. We died. We're not going to win.
Oh my gosh, I tried to knock it over and they're so
Doesn't
perfectly engineered that they won't tip.
Okay, so if we're gonna call it, we're gonna say that we are horrible at board games. We'll admit that on camera with
That's
some
terrible.
fancy foot pedal transitions. Evan,
So
do you
terrible.
wanna squeeze in here?
Yeah, I'll pull in.
I can side saddle with you, Travis, if you want. Evan, like this, right there.
Yeah, man.
They're like bench it. All right, Evan. First off, hey, everyone that's watching, the 350 people that are sticking around that have been here for the last almost like hour and a half, 2 hours now.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. I know this is a little bit of a interesting take on a live stream. We're still figuring out the mechanics. Hopefully you had fun.
I hope so.
I had fun.
If you did, we're going to hopefully do a lot more of this type of stuff. And one of our core strategies to having a live stream up and running now is so that we can play more advanced games and have the publishers watching a secret live stream.
Yeah.
So like Frostpunk, for instance, we're going to be playing through that, and we're going to be teaming up with Glass Cannon. They're going to be watching so we can double check rules as we play through.
Yeah.
Would you remember, like, with some of the things where you've sat off camera and watched us play through adventures, like Cthulhu Death May Die. You were down here for that. You watched us play through, and we were able to catch a few mistakes as we were going through that. It'll help make things more accurate. That being said, Evan, questions. What can we not answer for you?
So, first off, we had a question from Thane Peterson. He says he currently has a 5-foot tall tower of Marvel United. Will there be a step ladder in the stretch goals?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like a Marvel-themed stepladder. Have you
Yeah.
considered that, though, Travis?
No. And when they come up with a theme, a ladder-themed hero, then we'll make a ladder-themed add-on.
No. Hear me out.
Okay.
I want a box adapter, a box storage solution that is just a tiered stepladder where the boxes comfortably slide in the backside of it, so it's dual use.
Got it.
Like the Trove chest, but multi-tiered.
We're going to work with Chevrolet, and then you have an SUV, and then you just kind of keep all your
Are
stuff in
you-
there. Not in the summer.
Are you
Right. They
officially
will know.
selling one Calyx shelf per pledge?
No.
No.
I mean, probably at this point.
This is a-
It's absurd. Like it is really absurd. Like, and I will say this.
It's amazing.
Can I glom onto my own
Sure.
company for a minute?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, like I've been doing this for a long time, and I've worked on a lot of games.
More recently with Simon, you're historically...
I've worked at a bunch of companies, and I've been doing this for a long time.
right.
I've worked on hundreds of games. I genuinely think that in the last 5 years, this is the best game product, the Marvel United game product. For the price point, the components,
Sure.
the complexity, the
Yeah.
barrier to entry that you could sit down and play with anyone, I think it is amazing. So, what's cool though is it is simple. So these new, like what you just saw here, this gives us the opportunity to kind of, for gamers who've also kind of wet their beak on the other stuff, having something that's more challenging. I think it's really cool that we just lost, actually.
I agree.
No, I 100% agree. Like I said, the thing that I've had the most fun with has been introducing chaos with the characters that I want to play with. So we've been
Right.
asked this question a few times. We'll probably be doing a dedicated video on it, like outside of working with you all, talking about what people should pledge on this campaign.
Yeah, all in.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the standard answer, but a lot of people just won't be in a position to be able to do that. And I think Simon recognizes that.
This is a
And so
dinosaur worth of petroleum pulled out of the ground.
my response to that question is always, if you're able to, I advise getting the later edition content, so Wave 3 is where I would pledge, and then the characters you want from Wave 1 and 2. And the reason being is because what I saw from Wave 1 merging into Wave 2 was an increase in complexity, an increase in chaos, an increase in mechanics, and what I saw from Wave 2 now merging into Wave 3 with our gear cards and the characters we're able to play with,
Increase
and the
in
challenge of this
difficulty.
is increase again in complexity and difficulty. So if you're a gamer, if you're watching our channel, some of you are playing this with your kids, there's going to be a lot of options for that as well. But those of you that like something that continues having a bite, that's always my advice. If you can pledge all in, that's an easy answer. But if you can't, I think you pick your favorite characters and you get the new edition stuff.
If you have doubts, just go on eBay and look at what our Kickstarter and add-ons go for on the secondary.
That's also
market.
fair.
Yeah.
That's also
Very
fair.
That's and know that we'll sell you enough of a game that you could just play this one game forever, right?
Yeah.
One interesting thing that you all are doing this time that you didn't do before with Spin Master is you're introducing another standalone core retail box, the Spider-Geddon, which is going to be a direct release that is standard set-aside content that is not in the Kickstarter. And everything in the Kickstarter is Kickstarter limited, it's Kickstarter exclusive. So that's a really unique approach, and one that I kind of like. It kind of reminds me of Spirit Island, where they launched the Kickstarter and they had the small box that would merge at the same time.
Yeah.
So, all right, Evan, what else is going on?
So JM asked, and a lot of people asked this throughout, will there be backdated equipment cards for season 2 and 1?
Do we know anything about backdated equipment cards? There's a lot of characters there.
The Kickstarter will be launching soon.
That's your answer?
All answers will be, yeah, that is my answer on that one, unfortunately.
I really like the equipment cards.
There's some interesting stuff with equipment. Like there's some I've seen some interesting things with equipment that we didn't see today. I'll say that.
I like the equipment. I like the agency they give me. I do really miss the double powerful double wild card because I'm the type that will hold on to that till the very end of the game.
But we all got at least 2 uses out of this.
We did.
Right?
Yeah.
We did.
And the fact that you have this useful ability on tap is
pretty awesome.
great. Instead of having to hope to draw it, in the card sequencing.
I personally don't know that I need to see backdated equipment for every single character. I would like to see backdated equipment for some of the core, some of the standout.
Or potentially useful generic equipment.
We're just going to do 200 different arrows for Hawkeye. That's it.
I'm open to that.
Okay.
I'm open to that.
Sleep arrow.
All right. So
nausea
you don't
arrow.
have a satisfying answer for us, is what you're saying.
Yeah. No, I can't go into those sort of details.
All right.
Sorry.
All right, Evan.
Another one that there may not be an answer for. Jed Ragnamob asked, will the Multiverse have a new playmat?
Ooh. That's a really good question.
I actually don't know the answer to that.
No, not at all.
I don't know the answer to that.
So X-Men, Marvel original had this beautiful blue that was the circle.
Then the danger.
X-Men introduced this beautiful yellow where we actually have the staggered tier so you can face it. What else? What other type of playmats could they do though? That would be interesting.
Well,
a
this
square?
is multiversal, right? So you could get just the
Galaxy?
color on the pattern. Yeah,
people were saying galaxy patterns.
a beautiful purple. If you are doing another playmat, I personally like this layout more than I like the ring.
Yes, big time.
But
Completely
we
agree.
also play on the same side of the table awkwardly and film our videos, so I don't know that we're your core demographic.
No, I like this layout also. There's a little cognitive lag at the beginning, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have that little, but I think it's also more aesthetically pleasing. It looks nice.
Yeah,
it's
it
a
does.
killer playmat.
I could totally see a beautiful purple. Now, if they are doing a purple playmat, I would vote, because we already have a standard base playmat, so I'd vote X-Men one side, purple one side, or give me a double, give me a purple circle and a galaxy in this form. So you could play on either form, but you can be thematic to Multiverse.
Sure. That could be cool.
All right, Evan, what else do we have?
Jeff Phil asked he wanted to see some of the other locations that we didn't use today. If we could
Sure.
show
So
some.
we have 2 more locations.
Yep.
Go ahead and grab those. Where's the other one? There should be one more. Do we set it somewhere?
Underneath that, or is that
Oh.
just the blank?
That's a blank.
It's the blank.
Is it just one?
So one location we have Project Pegasus. You may move a henchman to this location and deal 1 damage to them.
There was one other one that has a crisis on it.
Yeah, there was one more that had a crisis on it, but I'm not sure where it was set. The answer is you can see one of them. I don't think it's underneath.
They were also asking about some of the other heroes. Or somebody was asking about
Found
Spider-Man.
it.
Found it.
Okay, so
One more.
here's the other location we have. We have the Alchemon headquarters. End of turn, you may cancel the crisis token. You may cancel with a crisis token a symbol at the bottom of the latest hero card in the storyline and gain 1 wild token. Symbols covered with the crisis token are ignored. We didn't play with this one because we didn't have crisis tokens that we were
Yeah,
working
no
with.
crisis tokens.
Outside of that, what else was the question, Evan?
Just any other heroes.
So we've shown all the heroes that we have. I'll flash through them again really quickly here for you without the minis. And other than that, you all have kept everything else on the DL, right?
We've got one
Are-
other thing we can tell people about.
Do-
Oh.
Okay, all right. That's yeah.
Let me double
All
check.
right. We'll so let's take a look at the heroes that we have. So West, who is this?
Well, that'll be on the back of your card there.
This is going to be Immortus.
Yes, Immortus.
We have
That is the
Cosmic Ghost Rider,
Ghost Rider.
because Ghost Rider is actually going to be a character
Villain
as well.
and a hero.
So he's
Yeah.
going to be a purple. We have the Spider-Man 2099, and this has a little tag that says original. So that means that
That could be one of those multi-spidery ones.
okay. So there could be another version of Spider-Man 2099.
I think
in
it was
here.
because there was one in season 1, maybe.
Gotcha. Okay, pulling over here, we are going to have the Ironheart, which is one of my favorites, and then we of course have
Well,
the
he's a
lovely
villain.
Empire Doom. Yeah, he's a villain. You can't play with him. He's straight up evil. Okay, I'll get to your thing. Are you double checking on your thing?
Yeah, we're good.
We're good on that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Nice.
you said
First mention.
you said we don't have much information.
Yeah, we can say
Do
that will
you
be.
want to say it?
No.
Okay, so for the 350 people that are still here hanging out watching.
you.
First off, thanks for watching. Those of you that are tuning in way past this, you missed the live moment, so you got to tune in earlier. Keep an eye over on Dice Tower. Dice Tower is going to be doing a stream as well, and they're going to be showcasing solo mode. So keep an eye out. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet.
It's fun.
But I'm really excited, and I don't have any information other than that. But there is going to be a solo mode introduced to Marvel Champions, which, as far
Marvel United.
United, yeah, sorry, which as far as I am aware, is gonna be completely compatible. Like everything in the arc of Marvel United
You shall see the.
scoops into the framework of everything you always do.
you shall see
That's the
soon.
standard rule. That's not me knowing anything. That's
Yeah.
me projecting into how your methodology with this type of game. That's very cool.
We're
That is
excited
very
about
cool.
it.
Okay, solo mode coming, confirmed. All right.
Yeah, that was another big question if it would be compatible. So that's a
Oh,
big one.
Marvel, yeah, Marvel United 3. I mean, other than, so for instance, when you all introduced Season 2, you had some elements that were fully backwards compatible, except things didn't always link together,
Sure.
right? Like, you had characters that were dual purpose, and you couldn't use both versions of them in the same thing. That's going to be the case here. Everything is backwards compatible, with the caveat that some things just might not be compatible with everything.
It's the price of having hundreds and hundreds of characters.
Yeah, which is fine. So the core answer is yes, completely backwards compatible.
So going along with the solo mode, there were questions about if there would ever be a campaign mode.
Any news on a campaign mode? Now, I do know, haven't the fans created full campaign arcs, I believe?
Yeah.
So there are fan created, like Wes and I have actually talked about doing print and play, like story arc versions of this, where you have locations and characters and you're playing through a journey. That would be something really fun to do. So I know the audience, for those of you that are asking about a campaign mode, I know the audience in the community has been producing these things. I don't know if you all are tackling that or
We're
not.
very good at listening to the audience.
Oh,
So let's just,
okay.
let's
See what happens.
All
I
right.
mean, the Marvel United Discord has playable characters, everything you could possibly imagine on there as well. They are, shout out to Marvel United Discord. You guys are doing some amazing stuff with your own artwork and crazy things.
Yeah, we actually have talked. It's been a few months now where we've been talking about featuring some of the stuff
Yep.
we've been doing. We should get purposeful about that.
Yep.
Cool. All right.
Alex Kaiser asked, what's your favorite superhero or supervillain that you would like to see introduced in Season 3?
Ooh, favorite superhero or
Jumbo
super
Carnation.
villain?
Jumbo Carnation needs to be a character. I'm sure everybody out there is also talking about brute force.
That was my pick, so wow.
Yeah, brute
Just
force
joining in with the audience
needs
there.
to go there.
I don't know. I would have to think through the roster of who exists and who doesn't exist, and like it's almost impossible for me to like. I don't know the depth of Marvel that I should to be able to pick some obscure reference. You know, I want the guy that runs the diner in Spider-Man, because I know that's a character.
You got like Micro from, what's his name, Micro or Microchip from Punisher? His guy in the chair.
I'm not familiar enough with that to make that say yes or no. A-bomb
I
would be great.
want a new version. I want a galactic version of Howard the Duck. I think that's always the right answer. I know. Howard the Duck was one of the dumbest comics, for the record. I just want to clarify that. I've purchased many of the comics, and they are very classic, old school. But there's a Howard the Duck versus the Cookie Monster.
Whoa.
I want the Cookie Monster introduced, which is really just an amorphous gingerbread man. But it, he faces off against Howard. So,
Who would I want?
Yeah, who do you want?
So what you're saying is we need Jumbo Carnation.
The Cookie Monster.
Versus the Cookie Monster with Howard the Duck and...
Thor's mom.
Thor's mom.
Okay. All right.
No,
Hey,
I mean,
she actually has a pretty notable role.
Yeah.
So I love the X-Men. The X-Men, since I was in middle school, I've had a massive love of X-Men. So they did a really good job of showing. And the X-Men characters are massively extensive. And there's the D-listers in Marvel are they're infinite, right?
I wouldn't mind more versions of Deadpool.
Mm-hmm. Always, you can never go wrong with more Deadpool.
Like that's just in general, more Deadpool is usually better. I want like a hardcore classic Ryan Reynolds Deadpool.
But is there
just mask off everything?
Is there an X-Men that hasn't been done that you wanted to see done?
Yeah.
Man, you put me on the spot. I'm trying to remember all the ones in the stretch goal box.
That's the hard thing.
I mean, there's so many characters, and I'm trying to think of. I mean, like the ones that I love are like Magneto's like one of my favorite characters.
Yeah,
sure.
I love Magneto. So I'm pretty happy with what I have. So and also I'll just go look through the Dropbox later and answer this question.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Reasonable.
Shira says there should be a Howard the Quackalope.
Whoa.
I don't know if Marvel is going to be open to
Quackle the Lope.
Hard merging the Quackalope brand with the Marvel IP, but I'm in. Marvel, you can have it if you'd like.
Yeah.
See, Jumbo Carnation is the closest thing to a flamingo I can find. So
he's pretty cool, and the fact that you knew who that was actually impressed me. So.
What else do we have there, Evan?
Paul Wooton says, would it be possible to see a Civil War mode?
Civil War mode. What would that be?
I'm guessing heroes versus heroes. I don't know.
Interesting.
Well, they kind of have that.
Sounds cool.
With the current setup, right? Because some of the villains you can play as heroes, you're kind of fighting them.
In X-Men, because that's what the purple characters are able to do,
Yeah.
right? You have the hidden version. Sounds cool. Sounds complicated. It's a cooperative game. What else do we have?
You look at the chat.
Is that all you have written down?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. We'll call it a day. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Travis, I'll let you speak to the audience, sign out, let them know whatever they need to know about this.
Nothing. We're excited for it.
Covering.
It's launching here. You'll see us up on Kickstarter soon, and we hope to see you over there. And want to thank you for taking the time to watch us get our faces curb stomped. And,
We did so bad.
We did
we did
so
really
bad.
badly. I mean, we lost to a villain with not the most scary name. Also.
Also true, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
He's like an orchestra conductor, but also the Hulk.
But also the Hulk as the most powerful version of.
Yeah. So
one more thing, possibly a organizer or storage solution built in.
Interesting question. That sounds very hard.
yeah, I think there's a lot of third-party people who.
Do a very good job of that.
Yeah.
Hey, third-party people, if you want to send us an organizer,
We would love to talk about
we
it.
know. We would never build it, though, so you need to do that
Oh,
as
no,
well.
you can send it to me. I will build it and
Wes
bring it on
will
here,
build it,
right?
apparently.
Or give it to Evan as a project.
Cool. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. We hope to do more of these type of live streams. Travis, we're hoping to have you up more throughout the course of the year.
I've looked at the last year. I've been up here like 8 times in the last year.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's pretty
So
crazy.
we have some big things planned. So
Yeah.
thank you for tuning in. Whatever the case, though, whatever you do,
Don't forget to do the important
get
thing.
out and play
Some more games.
Some games. We'll see you next
Some
time.
Marvel United.
And I'm going to hit a button that theoretically should stop the stream, but if it doesn't...
And then I'm going to say a hot mic moment.
Oh, that'd be
Right.
great. Ready? I'm gonna stop the stream.
Ready?
Start your hot mark moment, and then I'll cut it off.
Ready?
Yeah.